Hello everybody, welcome back to the Bubble Daddy Soap YouTube channel. My name is Trevor and today I'm going to be making my Cherry Bomb soap with a drop swirl, which I'm super excited about. I've done this soap before, though I didn't videotape it. But I've made this soap before and I made it with slightly different colors and it came out a little muted. So I'm hoping this one will come out a little bit better. I've got the really red mica from Nurture Soap and the Hollywood pink mica from Nurture Soap and the purple vibrance mica from Nurture Soap. So I've got my oils and my lye sitting at about 120 degrees, which is perfect for me. I know some people like to soap at room temperature, but I find that if I soap really cold, I get stearic acid spots in my soap, and I don't like that. It's not harmful or anything. It's just not super pretty. It's not the pretty, clean look that I'm going for. So I'm going to go ahead and pour my lye down the neck of the stick blender to help avoid air bubbles, which it looks like I did not do, but you know, that's life, I'm afraid. And then I'm going to mix this to a thin trace. Let's see. Okay, so we've got this to a nice thin trace. We go ahead and take my stick blender out and start pouring off into containers with my colorant. And I'm going to start stick blending the colors in with the lightest color, which is the pink. And I'm going to stick blend it in on low. Using black cherry bomb from Nature's Garden. The amount in here is enough for exactly one batch, and boy howdy, this stuff is potent. This is probably the strongest smelling soap that I make. I love it. Go ahead and mix the fragrance oil in. Okie dokie, we're good there. Gonna get this stuff set aside, and then I'm gonna scrape that off the side of the spoon. Set those aside, I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got my 5-pound brambleberry birch mold here. And I love it. And I'm just gonna start pouring. This is still pretty runny. And I'm just gonna alternate colors. Just like that. Oh, the purple is starting to set up a little, I'm not gonna lie. That's okay. we can work with this. Just gonna alternate these colors in here and sort of wiggle them around a little bit to make sure that I get a nice even pour and make sure that every bar has a little bit of each color in it. That purple, it sets up quicker, a little bit quicker than the rest of them. This fragrance oil, it behaves really well, but your colorants can change the behavior of your soap too. Okay, so in this one, I'm actually just gonna plop that purple down in there. You can see how the purple has set up a little bit more than the rest of them. What did I do? Pink. Time for the pink. And then you can just kind of zhuzh that around. I really like drop swirls. I really like the sort of abstract color patterns in soaps where every bar is slightly different. I really enjoy that. I do like, you know, the more structured hanger swirl. I think it's really pretty. I think it's definitely harder to pull off, so kudos to those who are able to do that. But for me, I get the best results and the best sort of accolades, such as they are, for these sort of abstract drop swirls. And of course, you know, one of the best things about a drop swirl is that if you screw it up, if it doesn't turn out perfect, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all, because there's no real pattern to it anyway. So you just go ahead and do what you're going to do with it and let it go. Let it cure up, and then when you cut into it, everybody's just like, ooh, ah, it looks like you spent so much time and did so much hard work to make this gorgeous swirled bar of soap. No, I didn't. I just sort of slopped it in there. Which is not to say I didn't do hard work getting myself to the point where I could make soaps like these, where I could, you know, soap making requires a lot of research and a lot of practice, and I've had my fair share of bars that didn't turn out the way I wanted to, or bars that didn't turn out well at all, bars that were crumbly, bars that were drying, bars that were too hard, bars that did this and that and the other thing because I used too much lye or too much of a specific oil that doesn't behave well. I'm going to turn this around and kind of give it a little shimmy, because now that that's done, be right back again. Okay, so now I'm going to take this and I'm just going to swirl down the middle. Because I think it's pretty. And this has set up enough to give me a little bit of a textured top, which I like, but not too much. And then a paper towel. Oh, anyway, so it does take practice and research to get to the point that I'm at now, and I am by no means the best soap maker in the world, but I think I'm okay, pretty good. If I could stop sticking my freaking paper towel in the soap. Cool. But I will continue to improve. I've come a long way, and I've got a long way to go. And anybody who makes soap, any of you that make soap out there, any of the other soap makers that I follow or talk to on a regular basis, they are not at their final destination either. Soap making is a journey. You learn new techniques. You learn how to do new things. Sometimes it turns out great. Sometimes it's not fit to sell. Sometimes looking at it makes you want to cry a little bit. But that's just part of it. That's part of life. And that's part of soap making. And you take that with the batches that turned out good, like this one did, and you just keep going. Keep calm and soap on, I guess. Anyway, I'm going to spray this down liberally with some rubbing alcohol. And then I'm going to cover it with plastic wrap and put it to bed. And I will be back to cut this bad boy in 2 days. So I will see you then.